I'm reading from this book of Swami Kriyananda's, A Renunciate Order for the New Age. If someone belittles something you've done, say to him, "I am sorry it doesn't please you. I hope to succeed better next time." Meanwhile, tell yourself, "The fruits of all my actions, whether good, mediocre, or bad, belong only to God. It is He who has dreamed this whole show." It's a very important principle of the spiritual life to not be attached to the fruits of our labors. I had a good lesson in this a few months ago when I was planting our little garden in front of our house. And I nurtured the little seedlings and made sure they were strong enough to go into the ground. And I would plant them carefully, mix the soil just right, and got them watered properly, and just did everything I could to take care of them. And then night after night, I would come out, and whatever I had planted was dug up, and its roots were in the air. And after this had gone on for some time, I realized that I was just attracting more and more skunks and possums and raccoons who were just feasting on my little seedlings and digging them up so that they could get the little bugs that were underneath in the moist earth. It was a very hard lesson to watch my darling little baby plants just get ruined. And I did all kinds of little structures around them and tried all sorts of things, but nothing worked. I had hardly any zucchini this year, and last year I had enough for 3 households and gave away so much last year. This year, nothing. So it was a very good lesson in not being attached to the fruits of my labors. And I could have called the pest control. I could have had the animals trapped. But I felt so sorry for them, that they're so marginalized, there's so little place for wildlife to live. And here they were, somehow they were in our neighborhood and found a place to make a den and have children and try to feed those children. It's so pathetic that I didn't have the heart to try to trap them and send them away. So we need to realize that God is the one working through us. I know it's a difficult concept. There's a wonderful joke that Swami Kriyananda used to tell that I loved. And it's a story of a priest in Ireland visiting a farmer. And the priest says to the farmer, "Sure now, you and God have made a wonderful farm here." And the farmer says to the priest, "Yes, it's true, Father, but you should have seen it when God had it all to himself." God does need instruments to do his work in this world. And even if you're trying to make an Irish accent and you're not very good at it, we need to give even those efforts to God. Give all of your efforts, all your planting in the garden efforts, all of your work, your family, your job, your social life, give everything to Him. And you will see that He will do good in this world. But know that it's Him. There were many times when I was working as a graphic artist in Swami's publications business, and he wanted me to design books and book covers and album covers and so on. And I had to teach myself the programs. Back in the early 90s, Photoshop was a brand new thing, and not many people even knew about it. And I had to teach myself how to use it. And there were many, many frustrating moments. But I learned to get into my right brain, I guess it would be a way to say it, to just let my intuition guide me. And I prayed a lot. And that's what helped me to be able to do the work and try to manifest the ideas that Swami himself would have, which was not always easy. It was not just manifesting my ideas, it was manifesting someone else's ideas. But I realized that if I invited God into that creative work, then He would put ideas in my mind and help me to manifest them. And that is where the fun begins in life. When you realize that you are not alone, that you have a divine friend always with you who can help, who can guide, and who can shower His blessings on you and everything that you do.